bring your absolute best self to your relationship? Or do you bring your grumpy, not in the mood, had a bad day, want to vomit it all over you, feeling miserable, feeling blaming, bad energy, and other rubbish to the person who you actually want to connect with in the best possible way? You know, even in my own relationship, I find that sometimes I'm really unconscious of what I'm bringing to that experience, what I am contributing. And sometimes I get into complaining and moaning, and then it winds me up. And when it winds me up, it changes my energy, and then it winds my husband up, and it changes his energy. And then he gets into complaining and moaning, and then we wind each other up, and we're not bringing our best selves, because by the time we're done with that, we're actually not really enjoying each other's company at all. And so it occurred to me that if you want to have a really fantastic relationship, a little bit of self-monitoring is worth doing. Just this morning, I was having a telephone conversation with somebody who was supposed to have done a job of work for me and hadn't done it, and the boss was supposed to call me and hadn't called me in 4 weeks, and so I was having a little at the boss for not doing this task, and I allowed my voice to go up, and I was complaining and I was moaning, and I was like, I put my phone down, but actually I wasn't feeling that bad about it. I just wanted them to know that I needed attention right now. But then I made my mistake. I turned to my husband and I said, oh, you know, and blah, 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 and people doing their jobs, and blah, 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 and the promises they make, and blah, 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 and moan. And it wasn't a second later when he started telling me a story about how other people weren't doing a job for him, and off we went. And I was watching at the same time, and I realized, uh-oh, here we go. I should not have shared. I should have put the phone down and been done with that experience, been done with that conversation, and returned myself to the best part of me, that calm, peaceful, fabulous to be with individual that I can be. And by sharing it with him, all we did was we created this going into bad thinking, going into bad feeling thing together. And that's not the experience I want to have with him. That's not creating my best relationship. So, really useful to start paying attention to what it is you choose to share and how it is you bring that thing home. And when we're not feeling good, we're engaging instead of backing off and excusing ourselves. So I get it. My husband is not always in a good mood. I'm not always in a good mood. But in those moments, the very best thing we can do is to say, hey, I'm not in a great mood. I'm in a bad state because I had an irritating 5 minutes that I've been milking for a little while. And I'm just going to excuse myself until I regulate, self-regulate, instead of coming with this mood and this feeling to the relationship and winding each other up. Can you imagine if you had this thing where you were bringing your best self and your husband or partner was bringing their best self to this relationship, and that was most of the experience you got from them? Wouldn't it be an amazing relationship? Wouldn't you always feel amazing to be together? Wouldn't this person be an amazing person who you just really wanted to spend time with? The people who we love the most sometimes get the worst of us. Something worth paying attention to. Have a great day.